How often do you hear the truth? How often do you see someone speaking the truth? How often do you meet a person who's real? What I've realized about this society is that everything is based on a lie. Everything. The truth is so wicked that we actually have to build everything on a lie. That is why people will hate you if you speak the truth. You remind them of how ugly everything is. They want to put makeup on everything. That's the thing. Make everything look beautiful. The truth is that this world is very wicked. It's rare to find a person who's going to tell you the truth. It's very rare. The truth is demonized in our society. The people who speak the truth are demonized in our society. I know what you're thinking. What about Cat Williams? Cat Williams just exposed a lot of people in the industry. Cat Williams just told us what we wanted to hear. He just told us what we wanted to hear. We want to hear that people who are very famous and successful sold their souls to the devil. We want to hear that. We want to hear that they have to do a lot of fucked up things to remain famous. They have to sacrifice people to remain famous. We want to hear that they're not happy. We want to hear that they're suffering. We love rumors. No, we don't love Cat Williams because he told us the truth. We love Cat Williams because he told us exactly what we want to hear. See, humans are chimps. Chimps love gossip. That's what you must realize. Chimps love gossip. Humans love hearing rumors about other people. But you tell them the real truth, you see that they will hate you for real. There isn't a person that has spoken the truth in our society that was loved by society. This has never happened. It doesn't happen. If you speak the truth, people are going to hate you. There will be few people who will understand you. There will be few people who will actually love you for speaking the truth, but the rest of society is going to hate you for speaking the truth because the truth is really wicked. There are a lot of fucked up things that people are doing that are wicked that no one is talking about. So you tell them that, okay, these are the things that we're doing that are wicked. You tell Christians that, hey, what you think celebrities are doing is exactly what you are doing. You do sacrifice people. You do perform rituals. You do worship. You do allow some spirits to enter you and control you. It's the same thing. You do ask for favors. You pray to God and say, give me this, and I will be your servant for the rest of my life. Isn't the same thing that these celebrities do? They sell their souls, like, oh, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell people to do this. I'm going to influence people in this way and that way. It's the same thing. The truth is always wicked. That is what you must realize. Like everything is upside down. Whatever you think the truth is actually the opposite of what you think it is. You have been lied to so much that you don't even think straight. You have been lied to so much that you believe things that even kids wouldn't believe unless you indoctrinated them. Jesus died for your sins. You weren't even born when he died. You don't even ask yourself what they really mean when they say Jesus died for your sins. Which sins if you weren't even born when the guy died? And if really everyone is a sinner, why do we keep on creating people? I mean, we keep on creating these sinners for what? It means they're not perfect, and there isn't anything that we can do to make them perfect. They'll come here and still fuck shit up. Think humans can change? You think humans can change for the better? You think there's hope? I remember I watched this clip of Elon Musk saying that humans like to believe that what they want the truth to be, you know. One of the biggest problems with humans is wishful thinking. You want something to be true so bad that you actually believe that it's true. He said he was guilty of that too. And we're talking about a guy that's believed to be smart by many people in the world. So imagine how average people are. You want Christianity to be true so bad that you believe nonsense, man. Real nonsense. Things that no normal person should believe. Like if you are actually sane in your head, you shouldn't believe the nonsense that they be teaching you. But you believe that shit. We're not real as a society. We keep on believing fantasies after fantasies. Like we don't care about the actual truth. And we're not going to solve any problem if we do not care about the truth. If we only care about these fantasies in our head, you know. We want the truth to be good so bad that we're going to believe that, you know, the truth is whatever makes us feel good. If a person tells us something that doesn't make us feel good, it means that they are wrong. Everything in this society is based on a lie, man. The education system is based on the lie. No, people believe that school rewards intelligence. It doesn't. It kills intelligence. It destroys intelligence. You know what happens? This education system has been designed for average people. Remember, many people are average. That's something that you must get. So the education system has been designed for average kids. It wasn't designed for the smartest kid. That's what you must get. So the way that they teach these kids doesn't work for the most intelligent kids. So the most intelligent kids do not fit in. Because the most intelligent kids don't want to memorize stuff. The most intelligent kids want to create stuff. They want to come up with stuff. They want to come up with ideas. They don't want to memorize ideas that other people have come up with. It doesn't work for them. So they don't function. And then people say, now this kid, you know, doesn't listen, doesn't pay attention. It means that they suffer from mental illness. And what happens? Well, things become worse for them because they hate what's going on. They become depressed. They get to suffer from bipolar because, you know, bipolar is actually linked to depression. Once you become depressed, you become neurotic. You know, so you're going to get angry too quickly and they're going to say that you have bipolar. No, you live in a system that doesn't really accommodate you. Remember, they don't want people to be smart. They just want slaves. Your kids are actually being prepared to become future slaves. That's what it's about, you know. They're not being prepared to actually become future leaders. That's not how it works. That's not what education was designed for. But you're not, you know, conscious enough to even realize something that's simple, something that's very simple for people to actually realize. Everything is upside down. That's what you must realize. People are selfish. I watched this movie Batman. I forgot because I've watched many Batman movies, so I forgot which Batman movie has this villain that say this. Is that it's either you die a hero or live long enough to become a villain. You see, here's the thing. Because things are so fucked up in our society, the more you start learning about how things work in the world, the more disappointed you become. The more you learn about how people think, what makes people act the way that they act, the more disappointed you become. But if you believe what society wants you to believe, you're going to think, well, society is good. You're going to think that we are doing the right things as a collective. But once you start learning how things really work, you'll be completely disappointed. So it's easy for you to become a villain. Being a villain doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna kill people, you're gonna hurt people. Sometimes you just be a person that everyone hates because they don't understand. Like, there've been villains in movies that people just hated because they didn't understand them, even though they were standing for the truth. You're gonna stand for the truth, and people hate the truth. They love hearing beautiful lies. That's the reason why churches are full of people. It's because people want to hear beautiful lies. See, if you're intelligent in this society, you just find a way to, lie to people and make money by lying to them. They love lies. I used to blame these fake prophets for lying to these people, but I've realized that if you don't lie to these people and you tell them the truth, it doesn't mean that you really help them. Doesn't mean that you make them change their minds. What actually happens is that they start hating you. They just find someone to hate, someone that they're gonna call the devil. Like, yo, you see, that one has demons. They don't change. It's not like if you tell them the truth, they're gonna change. If you're interested in truth, you're only going to help people who are already interested in truth. You're gonna help them understand themselves better, understand that they're on the right path. That's it. There are people who actually want to hear lies. In fact, the majority of people on this planet want to hear lies. So when you tell them the truth, you're actually doing something wrong. And they feel like you're doing something wrong. So automatically you become a villain, you see. There isn't anything that is based on truth in this world, man. Everything is based on a lie. When you see people on the news reporting stories, know that they're not telling you the whole truth. They're actually just telling you what you want to hear. That's what it's always been about. You see, society has always been about telling people what they want to hear, showing people what they want to see, making people feel the way that they want to feel. That's it. That's what it's always been about. If you can make people feel the way that they want to feel, if you can tell people what they want to hear, you're good. They're going to love you, and you might find yourself making a lot of money. But if you're going to tell them the real truth, that's going to actually make them feel hopeless, because really, if you are really honest with yourself, you're not going to be hopeful. You're not going to be optimistic. You're going to be very pessimistic, because it's not like this world is going to, really work in the future. It's never worked, and it's not working even now. It's just that people are so biased that even when the truth is in front of them, they will choose lies. I remember I gave you this example. I said that there's this pastor who died last year or 2 years back. His name was TB Joshua. He was a very famous pastor in Africa. I knew beyond any reasonable doubt that dude was fake, because I'm interested in the truth. If dude wasn't fake, I would have realized that he's not fake. Remember, there's been time in my life where I actually needed help. So I would study different passes. Like, okay, is this guy real? Because if it's real, I would not mind going to his church. I would not mind going to Nigeria. If I don't see flaws, if I don't see that he's manipulating people, I'll go. I don't care. I'll go and see what's up. Then realize that no, he isn't. You see, the way that I look for the truth isn't the way many people look for the truth. I don't wish for anything to be true when I'm looking for the truth. I actually ask myself, what is really the truth? And start to work my way to the truth, I don't just wish that, TB Joshua was a man of God. I wish that TB Joshua is a man of God and then try to find proof that the guy is a man of God. No, I'm going to ask myself, is this dude real? And then try to see if this guy is real. And what I found out was that he wasn't. And I would tell people that he wasn't real, and of course, they will hate me. But if BBC just released the documentary where they're talking about a dude, there have been so many people that spoke about all the weird shit that he did, but there's still people who will say, no, it proves that TB Joshua was a man of God, that's why he's being persecuted, I'll believe in the, you see, you want something to be true so bad that you'd lie to yourself, you avoid all the evidence that's in front of you, be like, hey, that guy is a man of God. That guy was a man of God. Blah, blah, blah. That guy was being used by God. There are people who still believe that TD Jakes was real, like, he's real. It's not like his dad. I haven't seen anything from him lately. But yeah, there are people who still believe that he's real because they want that to be the truth. See, but the truth is wicked. The truth is more wicked than you could ever imagine. Like, this world is that fucked up. That is why I keep on telling you that this is hell. You got to think for yourself, because this is hell. Don't expect people to come and actually give you the truth. It doesn't work like that. People ain't really going to give you the truth, because everyone has an agenda. So you have to be the person that actually find out what the truth is for yourself. You can listen to other people so that you feel inspired, to find out what the truth is, but you can't really trust other people. We don't know what is going on. Maybe people really do get possessed, and if they do, let's just say you're following someone and then they get possessed and then they change. Are you going to change with them? There's this guy that I used to listen to a lot. His name is Daylight. He's a battle rapper. He's from Watts. He likes to say, I'm from Watts. Nigga, I'm from Watts. I think Watts is in California, right? Yeah, I think it's in California. Because I remember Tupac gave a shout out to niggas from Watts in this To Live and Die song. So it's probably in California. Yeah, I watched a video from him 2 weeks back, and he was talking about he's a Christian now. So what? That made me laugh. It's like, nah, I don't believe you, nigga. I don't believe you. It's either you were paid to, make people stupid now, because most of the people who follow you, people who are actually like smart, but they really follow you like as a person, like they love you as a person. So if you say that you're a Christian, they'll start to like kind of pay attention to Christianity, and you know what I mean. Maybe you became possessed, who knows? But I can see that you are lying. Like, something is off, something isn't right. So that's why I'm saying you can't trust anyone. You must trust yourself, because you know yourself. Something is definitely going on in this world, and it's not good. The world has never been good. What you must realize is that most people who are controlling the narrative want us to believe that this world is good. There are very few people who would want to tell you the truth. Most people who are controlling the narrative want you to actually believe that, this world is good, even though it isn't. So they will lie to you in all kinds of ways so that you continue to believe that this world is good, so that you continue to believe that there is hope for humanity. There is no hope. Humanity is fucked up. We've always been fucked up. People are so biased towards life that even when the most horrible things happen, they'll say, it's God's will. They're not going to say, okay, this is just so horrible. 18 children died on their way home from school. It's the will of God, God knows what he's doing. No. That's fucked up. That's terrible. That is the truth. You cry because it's fucking terrible. You're shocked because it's terrible. You cannot keep on saying that God knows what he's doing as if you know God. As if you know that, God is good and he has our best interest at heart. No. You look at how the world works and really ask yourself, if there was a God who is omnipotent, would it be logical for me to think that is good, looking at all the things that is allowing? Or I'll be insane to actually think that this guy is good. You want something to be true so bad that you lie to yourself. No, God is good all the time. God is. Do you ever say that about a human? Oh, this person is good all the time. This person is good. You see, you're trying to brainwash yourself because you're afraid of the truth. A lot of people are weak. If you're still watching this video, you're not weak. You're tough. You're strong. You operating at a very high level of consciousness. These other humans ain't really gonna understand you. We're different. We're not vibrating on the same frequency, That is why you care about the truth. You're different from a lot of people. And you've always been different from a lot of people. That's why they treated you differently. They can sense that you're different. They can sense that, no. This one is not like me. So they're gonna treat you differently. We're not the same, bro. Some of these people are still in this, they belong here. I think not everyone's supposed to be free. Some people really do belong here. That's why they're not able to see when they're being tricked. They belong here. Because think about this. If when we die, we do get tricked, right? Like, people can reincarnate back here because they get tricked. Of course, people that believe bullshit, people who are scared of the truth are the ones that are getting tricked. I mean, if you are skeptical, it's not going to be easy for you to get tricked. How are they going to trick you? You'll be thinking for yourself. I mean, already you've been able to escape most of these traps, most of society's traps. I mean, if you are watching this video, I do believe that you know that religion is a lie. I don't care what religion it is. Like, I'm talking about all religions. Fuck religion, Focus on finding out what the truth is. That should be your main focus. Yes, there can be some spiritual practices that you can try, that can actually help you, understand what is going on better. But fuck religion. You shouldn't be believing in any religion, because the problem with religion is that it locks you inside a box. You know what I mean? So you can't get out of that box. So you're trapped in this box, and you're not able to see what's in other boxes. You see? So your worldview is going to be very limited because of that. So fuck religion. put religion aside and try to seek for the truth. Try to genuinely seek for the truth. Those who genuinely want the truth, they will find the truth. Of course, it's not going to make you feel comfortable, you know. There are lots of truths that you already know, and you know, these truths don't make you feel comfortable, you know. Some of y'all are depressed every day. Some of y'all even ask me, how are you able to still keep on going, knowing what you know? That's because truth will make you feel uncomfortable. That's how it works. That there's a reason why many people try to avoid the truth. They see the truth coming, they run away. It's because truth makes people feel uncomfortable, right? However, and this is super important to get, if already you've been understanding what was going on, or you've been confused for the longest time, then the truth is going to heal you. Yeah, it will confuse you at first. That's what's going to happen. You know, that's why most of y'all, when you started waking up, you were depressed, you know. But now you are able to watch videos like this, because already now the truth is starting to heal you. Now you're starting to understand that, oh yeah, the world is not what I thought it was, you know. And really, the solution is to, like, you know, figure out what is really going on, so that I'll find my way out. The solution is into, you know, trap myself here and do what other people are doing, you know, work shitty jobs and all that. Yeah, I mean, of course you still gotta, like, make some money to be able to take care of yourself while you're still trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. But you shouldn't be chasing the things that other people are chasing. These things ain't even going to fulfill you. You must reach a level of consciousness where you realize that none of this shit is actually meaningful. It's not worth, like, this shit that people are chasing is not worth it. You know, you don't have to become a slave in order to have these things that society is saying that, you know, makes you a better person than other people who don't have this shit. Like, nah, just do your thing, man. Try to figure out what is going on, you know. That's what really matters at this point. Society is a joke. If it was not a joke, yes, it would be worth it to try to do what everyone else is doing. But this shit is a joke. It's not working. You know, you've been lied to. They're lying to your kids. They're indoctrinating your kids. No, this shit that's happening is immoral. None of this shit is moral. That's another thing that you must get. The way we've been indoctrinated when we were young, that was immoral. That was horrible. It gave us religion, bro. Gave us Christianity when we were young. Traumatized us, scared us. You know, that shit should be illegal. Teaching people about hell, teaching children about hell, you know, that should be illegal, because that shit is traumatizing. I remember I would be scared when I was young. I would even pray to God, you know, that He doesn't send me to hell. Oh, please forgive me. I lied today. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I beat someone today. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I cheated on the test today. I don't want to go to hell. Like, no, that's fucking wrong. I'm not saying to do horrible shit is right, but let's not lie to children. We're traumatizing them with this shit. You know, limiting their thinking. People don't end up reaching their full potential because you are indoctrinating them with lies that don't make any sense. That's why in the beginning I mentioned that it doesn't make sense for people to be saying that Jesus died for our sins if we weren't even born when the nigga died. It doesn't make any sense. He died for which sins? You know. So if I'm gonna have a child, that child is already sinned. I mean, I'll never have a child. I'm so happy that I'm never going to have a child, you know. Being child free is amazing. This is something that a lot of people do not understand. Like, it's so amazing. I was talking to this other guy who was a friend of mine the other day. He told me that he wasn't he doesn't even get paid a lot. He told me that he spent 90% of his pay on his child and his girlfriend. His child is still young. Yeah, it's like, and I didn't say anything. He doesn't even know that I'm an internationalist. So it's just like, whatever, man. You know, if you lie to yourself or you allow society to lie to yourself, you are going to suffer the consequences. There's no way out. If you're going to allow society to indoctrinate you, lie to you, you're going to suffer. It doesn't mean that you're safe. And what's going to happen? You're going to want more lies. Why would you want more lies? Because you've screwed up big time. So you want someone that's going to tell you, nah, God is going to help you. God is going to, because you screwed up big time. You already have like 6 children. You not getting paid enough. You can't even take care of yourself. So you gotta like, want someone higher than you to actually come and help you because you fucked up a lot. So you'd want to believe that, hey, there is a God that's gonna help me. People are suffering out there, man, because they've allowed society to lie to them. They've allowed society to brainwash them. So if you're child free, like, feel good. Being child free is amazing, man. I don't gotta be thinking about a child. When I make some money, I don't be thinking about a child. I just ask myself, what do I want to do? Doesn't matter how much money I make. If I make a lot of money, I'm just gonna do things that I've always wanted to do. If I make a lot of money, I'll just adopt. And I'll just adopt. And not because I love kids, but because I think it will be good to adopt. It will be good to adopt, to lead by example. That will be good. And also it will be a good way to actually show that internationalists don't like hate children. Yes, some internationalists might hate children, but antinatalism itself is not about hating children. That's something that you must get. It's not about hating children. It's about realizing that this world is so fucked up for you to be bringing children into it. So if there are children that are already here that do not have parents, you can adopt them and raise them right, wake them up, make them see what the fuck is going on. Yes, they might choose to have children in the end because human beings are weak, but you would have at least done the right thing. It's much better to adopt than to have children, man. We shouldn't be obsessed with the idea of making copies of ourselves as if our genes are so fucking powerful. Like, it's childish when you think about it. It's very childish. You're like, oh, if I had a kid, that would be mine, that would be my bloodline, whatever. Like, no. You didn't create your genes, you didn't create yourself. You're just a slave, really, to nature. This is what you are. The truth is that human beings are the same. I mean, I'm not talking about like the level of consciousness. Yes, there are some humans that are more conscious than others, but we all bleed. We all got like fingers, eyes. I mean, most of us. But yeah, we are the same. So don't think that your kids will be special and all. That's just lies that you tell yourself. That make you make mistakes, unnecessary mistakes. It's so funny that there are a lot of people who are broke that are having children. Like, really? You have not suffered enough in this world, man. You have not suffered enough, so you like, yeah, let me have a baby mama. You know that you're not even getting paid enough, and now you're gonna have to deal with baby mama. Here's the thing: if you're not getting paid enough, chances are your woman is gonna leave. Right? Your woman is gonna leave, and she's gonna leave with the baby, and she's gonna want you to take care of that baby. So you will have to send her money monthly. Why, she's not living with you, and she's gonna chow your money. It's not like she's just gonna spend all the money that you be sending her on your baby. No, she will chow the money, bro. she'll be like, oh yeah, I gotta at least take $80, from the money that you're sending. Let's just say you're sending like $200 a month. Like, oh, let me spend $80 on myself. I mean, well, I'm taking care of this kid. I'm working, so I should be getting paid. You know, if you're gonna allow society to lie to you, trust me, you're going to suffer. There are a lot of people who regret having children, bro. There are a lot of people who have told me that they regret having children. I'm not talking about people who have watched my videos or people who know that I'm an internationalist. I'm talking about people that I meet who tell me that, I wish I didn't have a child. I'm talking about people. Some of them don't even have that many children. So just find that a person only has like one child, and they say, "Yo, I wish I didn't have a child." It's just that it is taboo to say these kind of things. It's taboo. It's not like society is gonna praise you for saying that. It's not like people who are in power are gonna praise you for saying it. Remember, that's not what they want. So they're not gonna reward you for saying that you regret having your child. They're not gonna reward you for saying that you don't want to have children. They'll just say that you're weird because they want this mindless. They want everyone to be mindless. Like they want to turn everyone into a mindless NPC. Tell them exactly what to do, and they just do what they're told. They want slaves. Think about this: if you were running the world and you wanted more power, would you want a society full of people who are smart, who are independent thinkers, or you would want idiots that you can tell what to do? Of course, you want idiots that will do whatever you say they should do without questioning what it implies. So that's why they want us to be the way that we are. That is why the education system doesn't reward true intelligence. That is why most of the kids that were really smart when they were young, they're not doing well right now. Like they're not okay. Suffering from all kinds of mental illnesses because they've seen the world for what it really is. They've seen the system for what it really is. If you're okay with all of this, you're just not conscious. That's the thing. You are not conscious enough to see what's going on, what's been going on. So that's why you're okay with all the shit that you're saying. The truth is, if you were conscious, you wouldn't be okay with any of this. You'd realize that everything is based on a lie in this society, so that it will look beautiful, because the truth is wicked. And that is what is being done every day. What's being done every day is making everything look beautiful. Well, the truth is that everything is wicked. People are being protected from the truth. When you were young, they protected you from lots of truth. You had to grow old to realize what the fuck was going on. There are some things that have hurt you when you realize the truth about them. This society isn't run by good people, man. It isn't run by people who have your best interest at heart. It's run by people who want to manipulate you, who want to turn you into a mindless robot that's gonna do whatever it's told, and that's how society has always been run. But people who are conscious enough to realize that that's what's being done are not okay. They're not okay with what's being done. They're not okay with what's going on in this society. I think only the truth can save us, man. It's not the lies that we're telling ourselves. Yes, they'll make us feel comfortable for some time, but the consequences are going to be real. Like, you will deal with real consequences for lying to yourself, or your children are going to deal with the consequences. So if you live a lie and refuse to acknowledge what is going on, and you breed, well, your children are going to suffer. They're going to suffer for your sins. Just like the Bible says, the children are going to suffer for the sins of their parents. So you're going to suffer for the children are going to suffer for your sins. They were going to suffer because you're an idiot. You weren't conscious enough to see what the fuck was going on. You were scared of the truth. You were a coward. So they get to suffer because of that. Maybe they will wake up and stand for the truth. Everything that you think is good is built upon something that is evil. Everything. There isn't anything that is really good. Everything comes from evil. You understand? Because life itself is wrong. There isn't anything that comes from something beautiful. Everything comes from something ugly. So what we have done is that we put layers upon layers upon layers, and yes, every layer is made to look more beautiful than a layer below it. You know what I mean? So the layer that's at the top is more beautiful than the layers that are below it, and the layer that's at the bottom is fucking ugly. It's how society is all. Like, the truth is wicked. I don't think people understand what I'm really saying. The truth is totally wicked. The truth will give you nightmares, bro. You wouldn't sleep. Like, you've watched horror movies that made it hard for you to sleep. If you really knew what was going on in this fucking world, you wouldn't sleep forever. You constantly be awake. Like, what the fuck? You'll be scared. Because the shit that's going on is so fucking wicked. You must be conscious enough to realize when something is evil. You mustn't be like animals. I guess they're trapped here forever, man. That's why some internationalists are atheists. Like, yo, let's save the animals too. They're trapped. They will have to deal with suffering, unnecessary suffering. It's not that people who are internationalists are afraid of suffering. They suffered a lot. They're not afraid of suffering. They just hate suffering unnecessarily. They just hate to suffer for nothing. You realize that, well, okay, yeah, I went through a lot, but for what? People will say, yeah, life is good, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but why do we have to go through this shit? For what? Even if it was good, like, why do you feel like people are obligated to be here? Don't you realize that you believing that people are obligated to be here is a sign that you've been indoctrinated? You don't think straight. Like, you're not honest with yourself. You're not intellectually honest enough. That's the issue. You cannot say that people must be forced to be here no matter what, and say, oh, the experience is good. No, that's you don't think. You see, like, you've just been told what to think, and you just think that that's the truth because you've been programmed to respect people that are above you, people that are more successful than you, instead of listening to the actual truth, instead of thinking for yourself, which is very important. It's scary that many people cannot think for themselves. It seems to me that people are much dumber than I thought they were. When you look at what's going on, like, if you going to, like, really observe people, you'd be surprised. Like, you realize how stupid they are. Yeah, sometimes when you're smart, you think everyone is like you, until you see how they do things, until you live with them and be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this is nonsense. Does this person really, like, does this person suffer from mental illness or something? Because this is not making sense. Many people have undiagnosed mental illnesses, bruh. People who are not mentally ill are the ones that are being diagnosed with mental illnesses because, well, we live in a world where everything is upside down. We live in a world where we must be controlled. So if they figure that they cannot control you, they'll rather make you believe that you have a mental illness. You see? You are rebelling because you have a mental illness. You don't want to work shitty jobs because you have a mental illness. You don't want to learn stupid shit because you have a mental illness. You want to isolate yourself because you have a mental illness. You can't socialize because you have a mental illness. No, you can't socialize because society really sucks. That's the thing. People like it's not worth it. You know what I mean? You're better off alone. That's the thing. If you can find a way to be alone and be comfortable, you're good. You don't need to socialize. People really do suck, you know. People gossip about one another a lot, bro. They'll gossip about you. That's what they do. That's what chimps do. They gossip. Cannot expect humans to, care about you. Can't expect humans to truly care about one another. It doesn't work that way, you know. Human beings are inherently selfish, man. They're jealous, you know. If you're doing better than them, they're gonna be jealous, and they're gonna try to bring you down because they don't feel good when they're doing better than them. Even if you're not showing off, even if you're not talking about what you're doing, because some people will show off a lot, and people end up hating that. You find that they're not jealous, but they just hate that you're constantly showing off. Whenever you're with them, you're showing off. Like it doesn't make them feel good. Maybe because they're not doing that good. You see, that can happen, but it's also possible that people are just fucking jealous. You know, even if you're not talking about your achievements, they ask, "Oh, how much money do you make?" Blah blah blah, and then they end up feeling jealous. And you say that, well, something wrong with these people. So you're better off alone, because everything in this world is based on a lie anyway. The relationships that people have are based on a lie. That's why people gossip about one another. Doesn't make sense if you really think about it, that a person will gossip about their friends for what? You realize that no, they just don't love each other like that. That's why. So you protect yourself from the nonsense that's going on by being alone and just doing your thing, man. Focus on you. Focus on what you love, Focus on becoming more conscious. Focus on setting yourself free. That's what's important. You can't follow people. You can't follow other people, man. They don't know where the fuck they're going. There are very few people in this world that are really conscious. It's like 1 out of 1,000 people is conscious, And many people are not that conscious. So it's like people that are conscious are fewer than you think. Like really conscious. I'm talking about people that really know that something is off. I'm not talking about people who just wanna like fix the world, like, yeah, if we can do this and that, we can make this world better. Yeah, we've been lied to about this and that. The education system is flawed, and that's. I'm talking about people who know that, okay, the real problem is that this realm itself is fucked up. These people are really few in the world. So that's why you're better off alone, That's why you're better off alone, man. And you don't want people that are going to confuse you when you are in your own journey, trying to figure out what is really going on. You don't want to be too distracted. And I've realized that when you are alone trying to figure out what's going on, that's when you try to this one you start to understand things that are not easy to understand. And like when you are with people, when you're surrounded by people, it's not easy for you to think. It's not easy for you to see the truth. You see, because people have opinions and they'll confuse you. It's not like they have good opinions. They have opinions, but they don't have good opinions. So they'll confuse you. So you'd rather be alone and try to like think deeply about what is going on and find communities of like-minded people. That's also very important. That's gonna help you cope, unless you are okay totally being alone. Like that can happen. You don't have to be part of any community if you are totally okay being alone and trying to find out what the truth is on your own. That's beautiful. But the truth is that we live in a world that's very, very wicked, and it's never been better. Regardless of what you've been told, it's never been better. Yes, they can say that 50 years ago, a man working an ordinary job was able to take care of his family, was able to buy a house, and look at what's going on now. Things were fucked up back then, but not the same way that they're fucked up now. Like it's like each and every generation had its challenges. That's the thing. So things have never really been better. You will always have challenges in this world. You'll never be totally free, you see. And the reason why you'll never be totally free is because you were never meant to be totally free. You were bred here so that you would work. We don't know why you've got to like work and why people have been programmed to think that that is good. Just work, have children, then train them to become workers as well. They'll work, and they'll have children. You ask yourself, who's really benefiting? Because humanity is not benefiting from what it's doing. It's not like what we've been working towards our own happiness. It's not like we're making things better for ourselves as a collective. No, we're not. It's like we're creating a new matrix. We're giving our power away. What we're doing is that we're making people who are powerful more powerful. That's what we're doing. We're making it easy for us to be controlled. And you must realize is that everything is upside down, and everything that you think is the truth is quite the opposite. Thank you.